Brighton. Hello creative souls and welcome to this week's video. This week Audrey and I have escaped down to Cornwall for the week, so I packed a bag, my trusty old rucksack. I'll show you what I've brought along with me, but this week I am going to be testing out the Viviva Colorsheets. I couldn't remember what they were called in the last video, but they come in a box with a water brush, and I thought these could be good if you go off travelling. The idea behind these is that each sheet has a watercolour on it, and you fill up your brush pen and you rub the water over the top, get the water onto your brush, and then paint directly onto your sketchbook or your paper. And this is actual transparent watercolours. It says it's super vivid, and I think they are made in India. So I've been looking forward to trying these out. I'm really excited to give them a go. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this week's video. As ever, please subscribe if you haven't already, hit the like button and leave me a comment. And I hate asking that every week, but if I don't ask, I don't get. I'm going to show you what I've brought with me anyway next. Okay, so I've laid out on the table what I've brought with me this week. I didn't think too hard about it, to be honest with you. I literally just shoved all this stuff in my rucksack. So I've got my posh selfie stick, my microphone and the little clicker to start and stop the videos. I've bought my art toolkit filled case. The only new addition in there is this Pentel mechanical pencil. This is a 0.9mm. I actually asked Alex Boone what pencil he uses in his nature journal, so that is Alex's recommendation. This is what I'm going to be testing out this week, the Viviva Colorsheets. I have got a selection of sketchbooks. I keep packing these Sea White of Brighton postcards. Haven't actually used them yet, so maybe I will give that a go this week. I've got my little Sea Whites of Brighton sketchbook. I've got my Royal Talons sketchbook, and I've brought along my new nature journal. And I've still got the stickers in my bag from putting them onto my nature journal in Birdie the Belingo the other day, but that video hasn't come out yet. And then I brought along a field guide to nature journaling. I've brought along Alex's book, How to Draw a Tree. And I've brought along the Law's Guide to Nature Drawing and Journaling. I have bought my seat pad for when I go out and about. And then inside this pencil case is my Doe & Inktense pencils. I think I've got 15 in there, and my Tombow jewel markers. So that's what I've brought down to Cornwall this week to get some art done. Just noticed this little fella. He looks a bit like a leaf. Just chilling on the patio door, staring out the window, I think. Not quite sure what he is. He looks like a cricket because obviously he's got those big back legs, but I'm going to look him up. Look at that. Oh, he's getting out of focus. Handsome fella. Lots of inspiration in the woods today. Look at these acorns that have dropped from the trees because it's very windy. So this path says to the riverside. Should we try it, Audrey? Let's explore. Right, so Viviva Colorsheets. I got these to see if they'd be any good in a travel kit. Let's just open this box. Got the water brush and here's the sheets. So I'm just going to slip that off. What does that say? Hola! I handcrafted this for you. So the reason why these appealed to me is, apart from the fact I've seen Diane Anton using them, they're biodegradable and they use non-toxic materials. They're handmade and it's a family-owned business. The son, I think, was going off to university and wanted to take his watercolours. And the family found a way to take these in a travel set, and they're literally on card, on these strips. They're really vibrant. Apparently you only need a small amount and they last a really long time. They're all made from natural ingredients from the earth and they're vegan. And there's a really nice selection of colours. They're not light fast, so I would only ever use them in my travel sketchbook, but you can buy Viviva light fast half pans and they come in like a cork case. So I'm just going to swatch these to see what the colours are like. I've noticed that there's some metallic colours in here too. Where are they? There we go. So I don't know if they turn out metallic, but we'll soon find out. Before I share the Viviva colours with you, I bought my A6 sketchbook with me. This is my Sea Whites journal. Found a couple of stickers I like. This is the one that I take with me for my art toolkit pocket palette, which I've got with me this time. I showed you everything that I brought with me. One of the things I did forget to show you is I bought this little tin in my rucksack as well. That's got my Neo Colour 2s in there and some oil pastels. So I did some art sort of on the side of the river the other day on Saturday, but it was upside down. But anyway, it was a lovely day and I just wanted to sit quietly by the riverside and do a quick 10-minute piece of art because it's upside down. And then this is the piece I did the other day when I took Birdie the Belingo out. So I'll be doing another video for you about my first trip out in Birdie. And if you haven't already, head over to the Artful camper where I will be recording my adventures. Right, so I filled up my water brush and I've noticed on here, it is underneath the paint is the name of the paint. And I'm thinking, do you paint on here for your swatches. Let's have a look. So water brush pen, and then oh, well, that seems like a good plan to me. That's what I'm going to do. So as you can see, these are really vibrant colours, and although they look metallic, they aren't. But I think you can get a metallic one. But I've noticed once I got to the end of the pad that I think this is like a little mixing palette here. Yeah, look, it's water resistant. So you can mix your colours on there. Wow. This is a really nice little set, and it comes in at under £20 or $20. Not that I'm trying to sell it to you. I bought these myself. They were not gifted to me. I just thought they would make a nice addition to a travel set. So if I was to take this out with me in Birdie, for example, I would use it to do a landscape. So I'm going to do a quick landscape in this little Sea Whites journal and see how they fare. I found a landscape photograph on Pexels, so I'm just going to sketch that, and I think I'm just going to do it on one side because I'm just literally doing a quick landscape, sort of imagining that I'm out in the van. And as I always say, I'm not going to be winning any prizes. Oh, I think you're wobbling a bit. Okay. See how basic that is? And I'll speed you up for the actual painting. And I'm literally just going to use these colour sheets. Okay, finishing off with my Pentel Milky brush. I'm just going to put some waves in. I think this brush is ideal for that. And we've got some artistic license going on up here to cover up the bloom. There we go. I think I'll leave it there. So there's my finished piece. I absolutely love these colour sheets. I think they'll be perfect for a travel set. You wouldn't even need to take much with you. You could just take your brush, water brush, and the colours and this little book in your pocket. I don't even think you'd need to actually pack a kit. It's got everything there you could possibly need. There's 16 colours. This one is called the original Sketches set, and it came with the water brush. And then I noticed in the packet some little extras. Got some postcards here which are quite fun that you could make into bookmarks. And then talking of bookmarks, there was 6 watercolours in there, which is just fab. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this week's video. On the 31st of August, which will be a Sunday evening, I'm going to post my first long form video on the Artful camper, and it will be my first trip out in Birdie. So I hope you can join me. If you haven't already subscribed, you can subscribe to that channel and to this channel. Leave me a like and a comment, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.